This is part 9 of the fisherman and his soul. Okay, cool. So I'll continue my story. The young fisherman trembled. "Is this true?" he murmured. "It is true, and I would that I had not told thee of it," she cried, and she clung to his knees, weeping. The music is bullet-witched, by the way. It is true, and I would that I had not told thee of it," she cried, and she clung to his knees, weeping. He put her from him and left her in the rank grass. And going to the edge of the mountain, he placed the knife in his belt and began to climb down. And his soul that was within him called out to him and said, "Lo, I have dwelt with thee for all these years, and I have been thy servant. Send me not away from thee now, for what evil have I done thee?" And the young fisherman laughed. "Thou hast done me no evil, but I have no need of thee," he answered. "The world is wide, and there is heaven also and hell, and that dim twilight house that lies between. Go wherever thou wilt, but trouble me not, for my love is calling to me." And his soul besought him piteously, but he heeded it not, but leapt from crag to crag, being sure-footed as a wild goat. And at last he reached the level ground and the yellow shore of the sea. Bronze limbs and well knit like a statue wrought by a Grecian, he stood on the sand with his back to the moon, and out of the fold came white arms that beckoned to him. And out of the waves rose dim forms that did him homage. Before him lay his shadow, which was the body of his soul, and behind him hung the moon in the honey-coloured air. And his soul said to him, "Indeed thou must drive me from thee. Send me not forth without a heart. The world is cruel. Give me thy heart to take with me." He tossed his head and smiled. "With what should I love my love if I gave thee my heart?" He cried. "Nay, but be merciful," said the soul. "Give me thy heart. For the world is very cruel, and I am afraid." "My heart is my love's," he answered. "Therefore tarry not, but get thee gone." "Should I not love also?" asked the soul. "Get thee gone, for I have no need of thee," cried the young fisherman. And he took the little knife with his handle of green viper skin, and cut away his shadow from around his feet. And it rose up and stood before him, and looked at him, and it was even as himself. He crept back and thrust the knife into his belt, and a feeling of awe came over him. "Get thee gone," he murmured, "and let me see thy face no more." "Nay, but we must meet again," said the soul. Its voice was low and flute-like, and its lip hardly moved while it spake. How shall we meet, cried the young fisherman. "Thou wilt not follow me into the depths of the sea. Once every year I will come to this place and call to thee," said the soul. "It may be that thou wilt have need of me." "What need should I have of thee?" cried the young fisherman. "Don't frighten me. But be it as thou wilt," and he plunged into the water, and the tritons blew their horns. And the little mermaid rose up to meet him, and put her arms around his neck, and kissed him on the mouth. And the soul stood on the lonely beach and watched them, and when he had sunk down into the sea, went weeping away over the marshes. And after a year was over, the soul came down to the shore of the sea, and called to the young fisherman, and he rose out of the deep, and said, "Why dost thou call to me?" And the soul answered, "Why dost thou call to me?" And the soul answered, "Come nearer, that I may speak with thee, for I have seen marvelous things." So he came nearer, and couched in the shallow water, and leaned his head against